It's the 21st of September, 2017. And we've got like 10 minutes of Witcher left, so let's just get that out of the way as a formality. And then we'll be diving into Human Fall Flat, which is a game I've never played and don't understand, so this could make for an interesting stream. But it was a game that was bought for me by my guild master, and therefore I must play it, or I will be kicked from the guild, probably. So time will tell if I do a full playthrough of Human Fall Flat, or if it's just one or two streams. We'll see how long
all the kings had many more armed
funny,
men than they should have had at a peace summit. During the evacuation, several skirmishes broke out. The Kedwenis clashed with the Temerians. The Order's knights raped two.
It's all very interesting, Triss, but I have got to level up, if you don't mind.
Do you think the Council and Conclave will survive?
Well, they're established, and that's the only thing that prevented a wholesale massacre. Hard to say if they'll survive, but for the time being, no one's got any better ideas. Mages are part of this world, whether people like it or not. They have to have their rights, their place. Otherwise, another lodge will arise.
I already know this, Triss. Thank you. Let's go. I did not get to level 35 this time, only level 34. I must have failed too many quests. But we got that potion duration just in time. Not kicked, I might just heavily imply we'll get benched in the future. But then, who will make the videos? That's why I started making the videos. Life hacks to not get benched as often. Tis Roach and the King Child.
Vernon Roach, step away from the child.
She's of royal blood. Temerian. Too good for you, Horsens.
Those textures
You're an outlaw, wanted in all the north. Hand over the child and perhaps the king will show you mercy.
I piss on Kedweni mercy.
Roach!
Triss! We can't let them have her! This is Foltest's daughter!
I've heard enough! Grab them!
Alright, get a nice quick massacre out of the way. Probably should have potted up before this, but I didn't know. How dare you? We done? Nope, it's one more. We'll save the king's daughter yet. Because we are a bad enough dude.
I failed. Deathmold got away.
Fuck's sake.
Thanks, Geralt.
Triss needed my help. You know that. The Nilfgaardians outwitted us all.
What are you talking about?
They kidnapped Triss. The Emperor dispatched the Kingslayers using the Lodge as a decoy. All in order to breed chaos in the northern kingdoms.
Temeria is lost. The Barons will pick it apart into bits.
It's not lost.
Pick
Temeria
it
will be
apart
reunited.
into bits.
Get the child out of here. Take her far away. Far from the kings, their courts, and their wars. One day, she'll reclaim her heritage.
What about you, Geralt?
I'm going after the Kingslayer.
A man of his word.
It's personal now.
Farewell then, White Wolf. I trust we'll meet again in better times.
Farewell, Roach.
Terra! Also, thank you for the vote of confidence, but they probably won't surely lose without me.
Where's
they could
your
find a shaman just as
How's
good
your
or better in like
Proud,
5 minutes.
I think. The reward on his head has never
Hence
been
the
greater.
videos.
Those seeking him, the Scoia'tael hunters, will be reinforced.
So what do I want? I want Wolf, Rook, and the Golden Areola.
They won't rest until they find him.
Stretch your neck out a bit, wipe your forehead. Oh, didn't wipe the forehead. Magnificent. Do a quick save, because you never do know when some bullshit's about to happen. So Letho's just around there. There we go. I think there's one last dude we have a conversation with. Probably these dudes. And then it's Letho time. What platform are you on? PC. On PC, and I'm using a Xbox controller.
This is no place for witches. Though I know you, and you appear wherever something important happens.
True, though sometimes by accident.
And this time, also a coincidence?
Let's say I have something to take care of.
In that case, hurry. Once we're done cleaning up this mess created by the royal soldiery, Loch Muin will be magically sealed.
Getting out of here?
Temporarily. We shall return soon enough to rebuild the city. Loch Muin will regain its former glory. Until that time, we need to keep the treasure hunters and troublemakers out.
So Radovid trusts you?
We shall win His Royal Majesty's trust by delivering Sheila de Tanserville and the other traitresses from the lodge.
De Tanserville will be a problem.
Admittedly, Sheila can be slippery as an asp, but we'll find her.
You
All over
don't get
the
it,
place.
Carduin. Sheila de Tanserville's dead, killed by an unstable portal.
Shame. She was to be charged and tried. She would have been convicted of her crimes.
Why does it sound like she was convicted before standing trial?
It would have been a formality, true, and at once a warning to other sorceresses.
Seems to me she led you down the garden path.
Forgive me, I must attend to some matters. And don't dawdle. The city will be sealed in 1 hour.
Is that Triss? Yes, that is Triss. She exists. And imagine if they remastered this game for PS4. One can only imagine such a thing. But now that Witcher 3's come out, these other two don't really exist, right? That's the word on the street. You just skip straight to the third. Don't worry about anything else. Which is what we're about to do by way of thrashing this
There he
final
is.
boss.
Wait for me.
Geralt,
This is between me and him.
you don't have to.
I do. He knows how I lost my memory. Wait for me at the city gate. If I'm not there within the hour, leave without me.
Alright, Letho, talk quick. My potions are still ticking down. That is a huge diamond, by the way. Like, that would be worth millions. Tens of millions.
Took you a while?
20s of millions.
Is that Bauble from Sheila's
Wait, final
microscope?
boss? Yeah, final boss.
My
This
final
guy.
prank. I switched the diamonds. The one in the megascope has a flaw. Minute. But just large
chat's had
enough
this
to
much
warp
activity
the
before, how dare you?
teleport.
I'm a
The
popular boy.
Emperor's magic theorists assured me the effect would be spectacular.
I've got
Oh, it was.
28
Good.
followers. That is
Had she lived, she would have suffered
roughly
more intensely and much longer.
one
She
follower
helped
every
me
2
quite a
weeks
bit.
in a year.
Through naivety and pride,
Nice.
I would not have gotten far without her.
So, ready to lay your cards out on the table?
No matter the game, there comes a point when all the players need to show their cards. I love that moment. But first, vodka.
Well, Anthony RWI, you are special. You're the most special of all, and I'm glad you're here. Yeah, give me the body.
I suppose my throat's a little dry.
In that case, let's drink to old friendships.
Never seen that. That emoticon.
Recovered your memory yet?
Not entirely.
Remember how we first met?
Yeah, I saved your life. Couldn't think of a nicer way to pay me back?
Frankly, I couldn't. I mean, taking care of another man's woman, Yennefer.
I'm not
can't
really big
fathom
enough to
what
have a
you
sub
saw
button
in
yet,
her,
but I super
but I
appreciate the
suppose
sentiment,
there's no
and a
accounting
follow
for
would do
taste.
just fine for now. If you want to go that way, it would make me very happy.
The winter solstice 1270. Midinvern, the night of magic. Letho wasn't lying, the hunt had stopped. At the Hanged Man's Tree, the spectral riders selected from among those they had taken. Yennefer was among them. A wraith cannot be killed, only driven away. Every Witcher knows that. Yet the riders fell beneath the blows of our Witcher's blades. Crimson blood
Indeed.
flowed
I'm
from
not
under their
partnered
dead
yet.
men's armor. We could
Getting
not
more
kill
follows
them all.
might help.
They were
Nudge,
simply
nudge.
too many. A stalemate. He was different from all other elves. There was no shame in his gaze. He had never suffered persecution. He had endured no massacres. Humans had not taken his land. This elf was not of this world. He was an invader. We struck a deal. My soul for that of Yennefer. He agreed without hesitation.
You're making me dizzy, Yennefer. Let's put a stop to this now. Yeah, but you
Back with
do
me,
still need
friend.
to have like
Got the feeling you left for a minute.
5 concurrent viewers for like a month or
The
something,
Hanged
don't you?
Man's tree and the Wild Hunt. I remember the exchange. Me for Yennefer.
So, cards out on the table. Unless you chase me all that way just to kill me.
I'm done talking. Let's finish this.
Wanna fight?
Any vodka left in that bottle?
50 followers though.
A swig of peace.
There you go. Still got a few more to
Here.
go in that regard. How much vodka are we going to drink? Jesus. You'll have to make your own channel emotes. What a moment that would be. I'd be great at making channel emotes.
The Imperial Army is probably crossing the Yaruga as we speak. Pure
I have
pandemonium.
the best
will
channel emotes
ensue.
on Twitch
The
when
North's
time comes.
finished. Time to go south, where the good life awaits.
It's all about going south with the
fool,
villains of these
Netho.
games.
Both you and your Emperor are forgetting one thing. Misfortune brings people together. Very shortly, the North could be united like never before, thanks to you. But that's just not my concern anymore.
I'm not your foe. I never was.
The Yen.
Let me walk
The
away.
Yennefer.
I will.
Does that mean we'll meet Yennefer in Witcher 3? No spoilers, by the way. I've never
Force me
played
to
it.
Fight. And this time I'll
But
kill
do we meet Yennefer? But don't spoil it. But do we meet her? But don't tell me.
Time to fight. Ready?
as I'll ever be. You fear death. Stop whining and fight. What does it feel like to be almost dead?
I said fight.
Do I have any Hangman's Venom? Because that'll be handy. There we go, young man!
A wolf has teeth.
And the
Whoop!
I'm better.
Whoop!
Tell already.
Whoop!
You tire
Whoop!
quickly.
I'm tired of your talking.
I don't want to kill you.
Not
You're nowhere near my level.
Of course not. I'm no Kingslayer.
I've had enough of this dance. Goodbye, Geralt.
Oh! Nice. I'll grant you that one, Letho. Witcher 3 is very amazing. The discs, which I won't have because I'm using PC, is good. There's 2 of them. For twice the game. Anyway, we just beat Witcher 2. It's over. It's done. We won. I recommend you buy DLC with it. Well, of course. I'm not going to play some scummy, incomplete version of a game. This is so unfair. I clearly did way better than this in my actual fight. DLC, downloadable content. This is true. That is what the acronym means. Not acronym, what the fuck's wrong with me? Abbreviation. His heart's beating very steadily for someone who's just been stabbed to death. Initialism. Oh my god, I was right the first time, but according to Connor I wasn't even right either time. This has been a whirlwind of a stream already. Hi Tress. Didn't have to kill this man, Triss, but I did anyway. Because I got this fancy armor and weapons, and damn it, I was going to use it. Acronym you can pronounce, e.g. NASA. Initialism is just the letters. Well, I have learnt something today, and I thank you for it. That boss is very easy. I'm just very, very good. Ah yes, the ladybird of symbolism. Symbolizes that life will go on, and you've got to appreciate it before it flies away. Or something, I don't know. I'm on Dark difficulty, which is, I'd say the most difficult difficulty of the game, but there is also a difficulty called Insanity, which is as difficult as Hard difficulty, but the challenge is that if you die, all of your saves get corrupted. So this is the hardest in terms of, like, sheer numbers, I guess. Whereas Insanity is difficult in the sense that if you make any mistakes, you're done. He has cheap, powerful armor, don't be impressed. Excuse me, that armor was put in the game specifically for this difficulty.
Far and wide in search of the Kingslayers.
Clearly you're meant to have it.
He slew Bernard Laredo, but few mourned for the Commandant. Flotsam remained Temerian, while command of the garrison and town went to a Vizima noble, a sworn enemy of Kedwen and an avid angler. To this day, folk gather round bonfires in Lobendon to hear of the Witcher's deeds.
Don't know what Death March difficulty is, but if it's the hardest one, then I'm going to do that as well in Witcher 3. Don't you worry.
At Vergen, Henselt's army crushed Saskia the Dragonslayer's motley force, ending the springtime of races. Soldiers of the Unicorn swarmed over the Pontar Valley. As it had before, powerful Kedwen swallowed Upper Eddern whole.
Well, that
Yet
just
subsequent
sucks.
events would render Henselt's triumph short-lived. After Foltest's death, Temeria's neighbors began to vie for the glittering prize that was the realm's throne. Yet the murders of first Demavend, then Henselt, forced them to look to their own problems. Temeria fell prey to its power-hungry barons. But Vernon Roche held a light of hope for the dying realm, and he tucked it away in a place safe and still to await better times. Years before,
Henselt's a
Geralt of
dick,
Rivia
and I'm
had
glad I
witnessed the
killed
fall
him.
of the Council and Conclave of Mages. The summit in Loch Muin re-established both bodies, their founders sacrificing Sheila de Tanzerville and her accomplices. Yet Radovid also required humility and loyalty from the proud mages, but this did not sit well with all of them. It was a time of great uncertainty, of rape accomplished by royal decree. Yet as troubled as the days seemed, we, who had in some way shaped the world's fate, finally received some respite. Zoltan resumed the quest for his beloved's hand, and I laid my head in the laps of the muses. Who could have known this tempest which had ravaged the north was but a harbinger of darker days, and
Don't
the
get me
preamble
banned from Twitch
to an
now.
entirely new tale of Geralt of Rivia.
Alright, so these obscenely long credits, I think they clocked in at like half an hour or something last time. They seem to me to be unskippable, because no button on this skips them, but it turns out you can just press escape, and that skips them. So, we just saved another half an hour there. I wish I'd known that the first time around. Why could they have not mapped a button on this to get rid of the credits? Why could they have not done that? So we'll watch this cutscene again. This bunny and the Nilfgaard attacking, and then we'll go on to not Witcher 3, I'm afraid. I'm not going straight from Witcher 2 to Witcher 3. I'm now going to play Human Fall Flat, which is a silly physics-based game that my Guildmaster in World of Warcraft wants me to play. And then, even after that, I want to break up, because Witcher 2 was a big game, Witcher 3 is probably going to be a massive game. I want to break them up with some shorter games before I go onto it. So you will not see Witcher 3 today, I'm afraid. But you will see it soon enough. I stream every single day except Wednesday, from 5 till half 6 English time. so we'll plough through these games. Dramatic slow-mo with bass. Really doesn't suit the scene, but that's just what we have these days. Actually, this is from 2011, isn't it? So that dramatic slow-mo with bass actually seems kind of ahead of its time. Because now, like, just everything has that. What the hell is that? Some sort of smiling animal. So yeah, as we recall from last time, this bloodied man is rather confused. He's like, what is even going on? And the Redanians are like, hey! There is going to be a sequel. Not the Redanians, oh my god. The Nilfgaardians. The bunny disappeared, my immersion has been ruined. Yesterday, well, not yesterday, on Tuesday, there was a rather important conversation where Triss was like giving away the villain's evil plot to everyone and like implicating the villain. And Triss did not spawn for that cutscene. So, Thin Air was lecturing us about how the people we thought were not the villains were in fact the villains all along. Anyway, we're done. So what is my final game save? This one. And that is the one I shall be taking with me to Witch 3. Because even though my poor old dwarven buddies had a bad time there, I feel like the Roach Path went better. All in all. Clearly it was a ghost. Yes, the ghost of the non-dead Triss. So, first of all, I'm just going to stop recording and then start recording again so I can upload these as separate videos.